March, the magical basketball month, and one that has been extra special for the South Florida Bulls, who unite regularly with the approach of spring. The crowd is louder, the TV lights brighter. The second-seeded Bulls got off to a great start. The Conference Scholar Athlete of the Year, Courtney Williams, outscored SMU herself in the first half with 24 points.
Yeah, I was definitely feeling it. My first shots went in. Coach told my teammates to keep looking for me, so I just kept shooting.
When the ball's going in the basket in that first half, for her to continue to get other guys involved, that's just her growing and maturing as a basketball player. That was good to see.
The floor spreads more once my teammates start knocking down shots. And I like to get my teammates involved. It gets me hyped. It gets everyone on the bench hyped. Like, everyone wants to see everyone else do great.
Williams would set a tournament record with 29 points, and the comfortable lead she helped build allowed Coach Jose Fernandez to play a lot of his bench in the second half. And that bench contributed. The Bulls were building experience, not just for the future, but for this year's postseason run. And they did it without injured Conference Freshman of the Year, Kitty Alaksa.
Any other questions?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
See you guys tomorrow.
Tomorrow brought on Temple, the stakes higher, the atmosphere more amped up the deeper the Bulls ran in the tournament. The two teams had split in the regular season. The tiebreaker would lead to the conference championship game. The conference's sixth player of the year, Shalithia Stringfield, was on her way to her first career double-double, and USF needed her in a game that would be tied 8 times with 8 different lead changes.
Well, Williams passed up a chance to get a jumper instead. Got it inside to Jenkins, whose second effort pays off. Underneath, Jesperson gets it up and in. She's from Denmark. Stringfield taking it right to it. Right in the right place at the right time. Jenkins with the finish, and after a South Florida flourish, Temple takes a timeout.
Right now, South Florida winning that battle. Temple's not getting back and keeping them in front.
Courtney Williams, just a matter of time. Her first basket.
Williams had a quiet first half, but would explode in the second. It was easy to stay calm amidst the postseason storm with an experienced coach like Jose Fernandez leading. The Bulls actually found themselves trailing, but patiently worked for their breaks. They dominated the glass, and before long, Courtney Williams got hot, scoring 20 second-half points.
Got 6 ties, 7 lead changes. Courtney Williams.
Just need a little bit of space.
Williams, good defense to knock the ball away.
She leads their team in blocks.
Room and airballed it, but Williams! Courtney Williams able to sneak in there and get the putback. Herrera, no place to go, but Stringfield came in to kind of bail everybody out.
USF was too much for Temple down the stretch. They owned the fourth quarter, and the final score camouflaged what a tight battle it had been, sending the Bulls back to the title game for the second straight season.
My goodness, Courtney Williams. USF ends the game on a 33-9 run. They win it 64-46.
It happened on the defensive end, how we defended. I thought Jenkins did a great job on the glass. Shalithia Stringfield rebounding perimeter-wise like she did. Courtney got into some foul trouble early, but second half, we were able to get her the ball in some good spaces, and she made shots.
Play for one another. Like, let's go. We ready. I mean, just the overall, we gonna be hyped, but we gotta maintain our hype. Like, stay focused throughout, basically.
Thank you.
All right, guys, see you tomorrow.
This time, tomorrow had the ladies off to face the #1 team in the country for the 3rd time this season. That's the kind of competition the American Athletic Conference provides. Increase all the hype another notch. Throw in a national TV audience, and it's quite the backdrop as the Bulls go after their first tournament championship.
For South Florida, they have one of the most dynamic players in the country. Courtney Williams averaging over 22 points a game. There's Courtney Williams with the ball in her hand, leading the conference in scoring. Takes it up and in, and that's what she can do. Jose Fernandez, in his 16th year, has done a terrific job with the Bulls. He's taken them to 3 NCAA tournaments, including last year. And you think really a good coach?
I think it's a great coach. He's done a really nice job building the roster. Jenkins getting the banked 3.
Jenkins is terrific. She is the top rebounder in this league, just under 12 per game. Hetty Lou Samuelson couldn't handle it. Good pass to Ferrara, who finishes. Up by 2, Stringfield. Stewart closed, and Stringfield was able to float it over there. That's a couple of tough shots she's hit. Off the screen, Loxa, their best 3-point shooter. That's 2 banks.
That's 2 banks. They've been practicing those.
As with their last match, the Bulls had the early lead. In fact, they are the only team all season to hold the lead at halftime against the Huskies. There was no shortage of scrapping this time around, but the advantage would slowly tip to UConn.
You know, I think it's significant to note that while Connecticut has beaten South Florida twice so far this year, neither time did South Florida have their full lineup.
This was Kitty Alaxa's first game back, and while the Bulls were finally all available to play, they were not 100%. It's not the end of March Madness, but rather just the beginning. USF is used to being invited to play after their conference battles have quieted, and that continues this year. For the 12th time in 16 seasons, Coach Fernandez's team is going to a postseason tournament. Their 4th time to the NCAAs and all the way to Los Angeles. The reward for hard work and success.